Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim, and if you walk who may be listening. It's your brother Bataka from the GMS camp here in Chicago. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. All right, and the title for today's lesson is that we signed up for something difficult. All right, so we're going to get these precepts and jump right into it. And Lord willing, this will be a quick and edifying lesson. This is Sirach 2 and 1. It says, My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. All right, so the Lord is letting us know up front, if you go and embark on the journey in this truth, that it's going to be a difficult journey. And as a matter of fact, it's the most difficult thing that anybody can do, in existence. All right. All these people that are in this world that do all the stuff that they're doing, it's not, being in this truth is on a higher level than all of that. And Lord willing, we endure, because enduring in this truth to the end and receiving salvation is the highest level thing that, we can achieve as Israelite men, all right, on this side. So we working for that. This is verse 3, cleave unto him. Slakia. We working for that, but we got to go through a lot of hardship and strife in order to get to it. This is verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. All right, so we have to learn how to move on Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's time, not our own time. All right, and that's, to me, first and foremost, that's a very difficult lesson that I've been learning in this truth, man. All right, but we all got to fight every day, and it's about being honest about where you're deficient at, and Lord willing, the Lord will help you get that off of you, man. All right, you pray to the Lord, and the Lord will help you get rid of all those flaws. But it's a painful process. It's a difficult process. All right. But we're supposed to take it happily, because us going through these difficulties shows that the Lord is dealing with us. All these people in this world that are not, they're still, of course, suffering because they under the curses. Jake in particular, or Jake only, but you 2/3, you're under the curses. But you don't go through. You're catching hell, but your mindset about it and the way it registers to you is completely different than how it registers to us. And you don't have a contrite spirit or the right spirit about it. You have a proud spirit about what you're doing. So it's not the same, man. We really going through it, but we have to take that cheerfully. Easier said than done, but we got to pray to the Lord and Lord willing be able to do it. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, which means that you're going to have to go through these things, man. You're going to have to go through trials and tribulations, difficult times, just the straight gate, That's the only way to become acceptable. That's the only way to become a man that's like fine gold, is to go through those things. And we have to remember that. To myself, first and foremost, man. Hey, man, because I've been going through it, shit. And I'm fighting, man. And Lord willing, that's the same thing for all the Akim, man. Lord willing, we continue to fight and endure. This is Ephesians 4 and 22. All right, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which is after Yahweh is created. It's like it, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. All right, and that's a process that to be able to put off the old man and become something new is a process that's difficult. It's painful. All right, it's not easy. So we're going to be going through a lot of hardships. We're going to be dealing with demons. We're going to be dealing with all types of things. All right, but the Lord is not going to make us deal with something that we can't bear. We got to pray to the Lord and hope that He has mercy on us, and throws us a bone, every once in a while, Lord willing. It's Matthew 7 and 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. All right, so hey, man, why is the wide gate broad, or the gate that leads to destruction wide and broad? Because it's easy. Everybody can go and do that, and they don't have to go through as much pain and suffering as you're going to endure when you're trying to really you know, put off the old man, put on the new man, and be counted worthy for salvation, man. All right, and there's only one way to do it, and that's to go through the straight gate, to go through these stripes and these sufferings. Even Yahweh Shai, you know, before honor comes humility. Yahweh Shai had to be humbled greatly before he received his gifts. They beat him to death, past recognition, spit on him, put him on the cross. All right, was disrespectful to him and scoffing him throughout his whole life when he was teaching for his 3 years, and even before that, they were scoffing him. All right, these people, you know, the same people that Yahweh Shai was laying his life down for, man. And that's why Jake got to deal with what they got to deal with, and that's why we doing what we can do, so that, Lord willing, we're not counted with those Jakes that did all of that, man. We want to receive the salvation, but if we're going to receive the salvation, just like how Yahweh Shai had to struggle and go through what he had to go through to get his honor and to be raised up, hey, man, we're going to have to partake in that cup as well, man. And we're going to have to go through whatever it is that we're going to have to bear our cross, whatever that may be. All right. This is 2 Timothy 2:1. It says, therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Hey, so guess what? We've been given a task, and our task is to take the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we've been blessed and welcomed into, for first and foremost, for us to continue studying, you know, and then after we learn and get on the level that we need to get on, to start teaching others, man, so that they can do the same thing, man, keeping Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai first and foremost in our life. All right? And it's going to be a hard battle. It's going to come with trials, tribulations, strife. Things not going to go our way all the time, but it's a part of the situation. All right? It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. No man that warreth and taketh himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. And it's like the elder brother Murph always says with this scripture, you know, in the movie Dead Presidents, when he got the Lorenz Tate had got the picture of his daughter sent to him in the mail, and he didn't want to look at it, and he told Chris Tucker that if he looks at that and thinks about that, he'll die, because he's not focused on the war. He wasn't worried about what was going on back home, because he wanted to get back there. And if he wanted to get back there, he had to focus on where he was at in that moment, which was in the war in Vietnam. All right, and a lot of people didn't make it back from that to see their family. And, you know, he, in the story, of course, he was fortunate enough to do so. All right, but the point is that his mind was solely focused on survival at that point, and what he had to do in the war. And he wasn't thinking about shit that didn't matter and shit that was out of reach at that time. And that's the same spirit that we got to have about this world. All this shit outside of us getting our daily bread and doing what we got to do to make sure we're okay. And, you know, if we can help brothers, we help brothers. And if the Lord bless us with extra to have fun, we can do that too. But other than that, man, we don't give a fuck about this place, man. We doing what we got to do to make sure we can take care of our obligations. And then we doing the work of the Lord, man. And praying that he come back and destroy this place yesterday. All right, we're not here trying to set up communities. We're not here thinking about 10 and 15 years down the road. We're ready to get out of here now. All right, and Lord willing, you know, Yahweh will be sending Yahweh Shai soon to relieve us of this burden, man. All right, it says, if a man also strive for the masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So we have to do this thing the right way. You know, like the scripture says, we have to go through the straight gate. There is no coming up another way. All right, and a part of the straight gate is dealing with difficulties, dealing with people trying to knock you off, dealing with, you know, just stresses, demons, all that, man. That's a part of the straight gate, man. It's not going to be easy, but the reward that we're going to get is going to be everlasting. All right, this is Matthew 24:13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's it, man. You want to receive, you know, a crown on your head from Yahweh Shai as one of the 144,000, Lord willing, hey, man, you got to put in that work to get that position. And it's going to take enduring all the way to the end. It don't matter how you look at this moment or you look at that moment or how deep you seem or whatever level you think you're on at any particular time. If you don't endure to the end, nothing matters. Everything that you did won't matter if you drop the plow and turn back. And that's to me first and foremost, man. So Lord willing, hey man, that the Lord keeps the spirit on me to be able to be in this truth and doesn't take it away. And that's for all of us, from the Apostle Har on down. We got to stay prayed up for ourselves and for each other, man. But with that being said, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone. Shalom to the occupant, if you are about to may be listening. Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. Until next time, Kwam Yasharala Wa Baba.